Yo, what's up you guys? So today I have my iPad ready, I've got my pencil ready, and I wanted to show you a couple of features in Lightroom that I think will be amazing for you. They're kind of a little bit different, so it's not something you maybe want to run on all your photos, but it'll give you an ability to play with them, and you might want to use them on some of your other photos. Let's run the intro and we'll get into it. I'm going to show you my little commenter window again, and I'll overlay the image. So let's get into it. Okay, so now you have my window there as I see it right here, so let's check it out. So for this image, under color right here, we have color mix and color grading. Above that, you have temp and tint and all the other stuff that you would usually touch. If you haven't been hitting color mix and color grade, you definitely should, and I'll show you why. For this image, I'm gonna do color grading first. So we're gonna click it, and we see a window that has shadows, midtones, highlights, and global. What global actually will do is actually allow you to put essentially like a filter over your image. So it'd almost be like putting a colored filter on your lens. So if we do a red, or I guess that's kind of red, kind of pinkish, it'll do it over the entire image, and we can adjust luminance from there. Or we could do something like, if we want to do something more warm and actually realistic, we could do orange and then change adjustment from there, right? So global will put it over the entire image. But here's where you actually need to pay attention. Global will help you out a little bit, but I think actually doing this, targeting, will help you out. So that's essentially what shadows, midtones, and highlights will do, is actually target those areas. So we can do the same thing, adjust those colors, but for a targeted spot on your photo. So in shadows, what we can do is actually change something. So we have a lot of deep shadows. So maybe I want it to be kind of cooler, or maybe I want it to be warmer. So with this image, I've actually got this yellow spot right here with all these lights and the cars are going through, and I think the orange actually looks really good. So we can adjust that to the intensity, so we can go really orange, or we can kind of go like a little bit lighter. But doing that, actually just tapping and holding the pen is all I was doing there, but that'll actually allow you to change those ratios or whatever, and then from there you can actually do luminance again. So if you want it to be really bright, but see, now you're getting that orange on the road, so it almost looks like that light in the middle right here is kind of bleeding out to over here some, which is really cool. And then from there, if we wanted to mix it up, do a little bit of split toning. If you've seen me talk about that before, that's another way of doing this, but split toning is really great, and this is kind of what it is. So with midtones, we can see where our midtones are. So we have more in the sky, and we can do, again, we can do like a yellow and kind of match it. So now it all kind of like fades in this aspect. So we have like a lighter yellow into a darker orange, and we can increase luminance there again, or we can darken it down, whatever. Or we could do the exact opposite and kind of make it like complementary colors. So we'll do like an orange, or maybe like a tealish color, something light maybe. And there's that same, if you want to change the intensity a little bit. So something like that. So you get orange on the bottom, blue on the top, which is really cool. And then highlights, we can see where our highlights are. And we can do the same thing. We could choose a third color if we wanted to. So in here, we could get that pink in there. So you can see pink is kind of like right there. But if you didn't want to, you could take that pink out of there and just have the blue and orange. And I think that looks really well as well. And the balance will help it out too. So if we go all the way to the right, it's going to be more blue. If we go all the way to the left, we're going to be more orange. And that's just based on the highlights and shadows that we've chosen to alter with our color grade. But I actually like something like this. So we have very blue, almost down to like a light blue, and then all the way into that orange of the road. So it really gives you that nice transition. This is a really great way to color grade, and I know they call it color grading, but in my mind, it's almost split toning too. So that's what I would do if you're not doing this. Definitely look into the color grade. Let me show you the second part of this, which is the color mixing though. This is really crazy. So we just did color grading. Let's do color mixing for this one. And this is super excellent, and here's why. So if we click the little target icon just below color mix, and we hold a point, whatever the color is, so I'm going to choose the wall right here, we can see that it puts a point, and also at the top of the image it actually has like a color in that same color that we're going to be adjusting. And you can see hue +1, -4, +6, +10, whatever at the top of that. So you can see I'm slowly adjusting it. All I'm doing is actually moving the pencil left and right. So if I go way left, it goes that way, and we go way right, it goes that way. So you can see that transition, and it's so easy because all you're doing is pinpointing that same color that you want and then adjusting from there. So if I did, let's do the wood. So it's kind of like a brown color. If I wanted to go more like reddish mahogany, I guess we could go that way. Or we could do like a lighter color. It's almost like yellow. So this is a good way to match your colors too. So here, if I have that, let's do like a tealish almost, and then we could do like almost like orange. Something like that. So you could completely change your image with 2 colors purely by tapping the color you want and sliding either way. And with that, I'm going to hit you with a peace out as per usual. I appreciate you watching this all the way through if you have, and make sure you hit that like button down below. This is a new channel and I appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. And most definitely leave me a comment. Let me know that this helped you out, or let me know what you're thinking about. If you've used this in the past and you have an example, tell me your story. If you've never used it and you're going to, try it out and tell me what you think. If you think this is absolute garbage, let me know. We'll let Adobe know that maybe they need some new features or whatever, but I think you'll like it. And if you try it out, I promise it'll help you out, or at least give you a new perspective. But either way, thank you so much. If you want to subscribe as well, I appreciate that too. But yeah, peace out, and I will see you in the next one.